Okay, so this next clip I took because I wanted to show my mom that I consistently am taking my evening primrose oil. It helps to balance my hormones and it just helps me feel better, keeps me happy, keeps me calm throughout the day. Yeah.
I can tell you right now, if you're going to be having nice chef food and going to restaurants and get standards. And to keep things nice and fancy, why don't we just leave it on the whole tray and let people grab it?
So I'm finally going out of the house today. It's 1 something. I have a COVID test at 2:15 and then I will go to a cafe or a restaurant and find something to eat. I will go to Stephansplatz, which is the center of the city here in Vienna, and I will take you with me. And it's gonna be really fun. Okay, so hopefully you can hear me now. I'm at Burgarten and change of plans, I did not go to Stephansplatz. A few people had told me about the hot dogs at this stand right by Albertina, which is where Burgarten is. It's like right next to Albertina, which is an art museum. And so I had to go check it out. And I asked a friend. Sorry, I'm watching these ladies do this dance class. And they have hula hoops and they're old ladies and they're so cute right now. So if you hear it, that's what it is right now. But it's also windy here. But yeah, so I'm at Burgarten. I just ate a Käsekreiner. So I informed myself that I actually did not eat a Käsekreiner. And later that night, well, later tonight, you will see. But I did eat a Käsekreiner with Andy, and it was actually super good. And the cheese is inside the hot dog, and it comes out when you eat it. It's very interesting. Which is like, Käse means cheese, like Käse means cheese, and the hot dog tasted like cheese, but there wasn't any visible cheese, so I was really confused. So I don't exactly understand the Käsekreiner, but it's good. So, and it's like a hot dog inside of a baguette. Like they cut the middle of the baguette out, and then they put the hot dog in it, and there's ketchup and mustard in it, and it's so good. So yeah, now I'm just sitting by this little pond and watching the ducks, and there's a duck staring at me. Anyways, and we're just gonna see what happens. I kind of want to go inside the Palmen house. I think that's what it's called, but honestly I can't read it. It's like this really beautiful building that has plants all in it, and it's like glass on the top. I'll show you. Yeah, I want to go in there. Maybe I'll have a spritzer and a piece of this Viennese chocolate cake. I had it last time with a friend, and it was so good. It's just so beautiful here, and I'm so thankful to be here. Like I would say the first few months, I've been here for almost 2 months. The first month and a half, I would say, was really difficult for me, because adjusting to like 2 new cultures. My fiance is from here, which you may or may not know. But yeah, my fiance is from here, Vienna, and his family's from Romania, so lots of cultural differences, not just from Romanian culture, but from Viennese culture as well. And so there's that, and also the language difference. I don't speak German, I don't speak Romanian. Well, now I speak a little bit of Romanian, which is really fun. And Romanian is not that difficult, because I know French and Spanish and a little bit of Italian, so it's not that bad. But now I'm kind of at this point where, like, a lot of the really hard stuff is out of the way. For now. Life is always hard. But it's good, though. It's good. But a lot of, like, the really big culture shocks are slightly out of the way, like, the most noticeable ones. So things are just really good now. And I am having a great week, and meeting Andy after work has been a really fun thing that I've been doing. So, a lot of cultural differences aside, it's really beautiful here, and I'm so blessed to be here, and to get to spend 3 months here is just something a lot of people would dream about, and it's something that I get to live, and so I feel really blessed. But yeah, so now I'm just really enjoying my last month here, a little over a month that I still get to be here, but I really want to focus on enjoying the last month I'm here and taking everything I can get. And so now today I'm at Burgarten because I love it here, and also this is the garden that was in this movie Before Sunrise, which is a trilogy, which I haven't seen the other 2 movies, but they don't look as good. But Before Sunrise is a romance movie based in Vienna, and me and Andy watched that movie like on one of the first times we hung out, and now I'm here and we're engaged, and it's just so beautiful. So I'm really grateful to be here, and I will show you more clips of Vienna. Water bottle that I did not purchase today. I filled it up at home because why do I need to go buy something if I already have it? Exactly. I got this shirt though. Speaking of buying things, I did buy some things here though, because I was not prepared for fall at all, because I thought it was going to be summer here. Thought it was going to be summer here, but it's not. Well, right, today's a beautiful day, right? We have great weather today. But I had to get some stuff. So I got this shirt yesterday. It's like a sweater material, so it's like really nice. And I also got 3 shirts that are the same. They're just in different colors, and they're long sleeve, they're mock neck, and they're amazing, and I love them, and I will wear them for probably like 3 or 4 years because they're neutral colors. They're black, gray, and tan, so I will wear them forever, which is great because like I buy clothes that are neutral and I just wear them for years. Like I have this raincoat that is not really flattering in any sort of way, but I've had since I was in 8th grade, which that means I was like 13 or 14, and now I'm 21, so that has lasted a long time. To be fair, I don't know, it's not the most stylish, it's functional. I will not get rid of it, but maybe, just maybe, I will invest in a raincoat that I will wear that is also stylish. Stylish raincoat. I don't have one of those yet, so maybe. But the problem is I live in San Diego, and it doesn't rain that much in San Diego. So I need to go inside this place. Punman House. I really think it is, because even though I can't read it, I can kind of read it, and I think it says Punman House. And yeah, they have really good spritza there. That's like my favorite thing on earth. Spritza. Oh my gosh. The first time I had one, I was in Italy and I was 16. Don't tell anyone. But it was really good. The wind just picked up and there's some clouds. But I don't think it's gonna rain. I mean, it did sprinkle a little bit earlier for 2 seconds, but anyways, who cares? 16, Italy. Yeah, that was really fun. That was like an Aperol spritza. And like, I don't know, it's just better here because they just use white wine and club soda and like whatever. Sometimes they have a seasonal one though. Oh my gosh, that one was really good. They had like a mixed berry one in the summer. That was really tasty. So, but their classic one is cheaper, so I'll probably get that because my cheese dog was €5, probably because it's a tourist thing. Also, something I really want to try is the Kaiserschmarrn. Like, I've had it before, but there's one at Excuse me. Sorry about that. There's one at Stephansplatz. I tried it, and it is life-changing. Today, I just had all the junk food, I swear. Oh my gosh. Try not to eat like this every day, but, you know, when you're walking miles and miles a day, you know, it's okay. It's okay. But the Kaiserschmarrn, Stephansplatz, oh my freaking gosh, so good. And apparently it's the best one in city. So I have to go there eventually. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. But yeah, overall, great trip. I've learned a lot, if anything. Like, I've learned so much about myself and about my relationship with Andy and with God, and I've been learning so much, and it's not always easy, but it's worth it because learning is great, and if you stop learning, then you stop living. So I think I want to make a few more of these little videos. I don't know, I really like them. They're really fun to make, and especially now when I have so much time and nothing to do. Well, sometimes I have some things to do, like I meet with people and stuff, but for the most part, like, I don't have that much to do here. I can't work, really, and I'm not in school, so honestly, this is like the most free time I've ever had in my life. Yeah, it's like the most free time I've ever had for one period of time since, like, ever. I don't even think most people's summer is this long. 3 months? I don't even know. I've never had this much free time with nothing to do, no responsibilities, really. It's kind of difficult. It was kind of difficult for a little while, but now I'm figuring out things to do and how to keep myself motivated and out of the house, because staying in the house all day is just not good for anyone's mental health ever. I'm just having a good time. But also, I'm an extrovert and I have a lot of words to get out, and I don't always have everyone to get all my words out with. So, yeah, sometimes I'm just alone. Ooh, these ducks just race each other. It's kind of funny. get back to you soon, and thanks for listening. Okay, so it might be too dark for you to see me, but that's okay, because I just had the best cappuccino and Viennese cake at Pondman House, and I know I went on and on about the spritzer, but I didn't end up getting it because it is the afternoon, and do I want to be tired so early in the evening with some nice spritzer? Yes, but at the same time, do I want to have energy later? Also yes. So what I decided to do was I got a cappuccino because I love cappuccinos in Europe. I can't drink coffee in the States. I don't know what it is, but the caffeine just kills me. I get anxiety and I just have the jitters the whole time, and it's just so painful. So yeah, so I was working on a little drawing at Palmen House of my view from my table. Let me show you it. So yeah, this is my little drawing here. I'm still working on it, work in progress, you know. But I wrote a little bit about my day, and yeah, I got this notebook here in Vienna. It's a moleskin, and I've never had a moleskin before, but I've always wanted one because they're the nicest notebooks ever. They're also too expensive. That's also why I never got one. But here, I don't know, whenever I'm abroad, for some reason I feel like it's justified to maybe get some things that are a little, that you wouldn't usually get at home, you know? So, yeah, so that's what I did. I got it, and it's the art collection of the Moleskine journals, and so it has thick paper, which is amazing for watercolor and for pens and for anything else I want to do. And I wanted to like strictly do pencil drawings in it, but then I just kind of like didn't do that. I just kind of said, no, let's do something else. So I did some watercolors that in my opinion don't look so good, so I'm not going to show you, but maybe they are good. I don't know, who knows. I'm always more critical of myself, but I also don't draw a ton anymore, but still lifes are something that I seem to be pretty still good at. So I like doing still lifes, which is like when you sit and look at the thing and you draw it. So yeah, so I took some pictures of like the place so I can draw it later. I took a lot of like up close photos, but yeah, right now I'm sitting in front of Albertina, which is an art museum, which also overlooks the opera, one of the opera buildings here. It's really beautiful, and I took a time lapse of the opera building, so you'll see that if you haven't already, or if you're looking at it now, because you can do things like that. So yeah, it's really nice, but now I'm just waiting for Andy to get off work. He gets off work at 6, and it's currently like almost 5 p.m. So yeah, I'll talk about some differences between here and the States. So for those of you who haven't gone to Europe, I'll just name like the things that are most noticeable when you first get here if you're from the States. And then if I can think about it, I will talk about things that are more subtle, things that you don't really notice when you're here traveling, but when you stay here longer, you'll get to know them. So yeah. Okay, so first difference between the States and Europe / Austria is public restrooms. This is a huge thing for me. Here, especially in Vienna, there's a lot of really nice public restrooms, and they're very nice. And my friends have told me that they're new, so they weren't always like this. But they're very nice. Some of them even have like soap and water dispensers in them. And it's just very hygienic and clean, but you do have to pay sometimes to go in them, like 50 cents. So, yeah. And also, restrooms do not have like spaces underneath the doors, and in between the sides it's not like stalls. It's like individual rooms. And especially in Vienna, they're super clean. And yeah, so that's nice. Something that's not different very much is like portion sizes. I don't know. I don't think that portion sizes are too big of a difference. People say like in Europe everything is smaller, you pay more money for smaller portions, but that's actually not true. It's really only smaller portions if you're in a really fancy restaurant, like an expensive one, like really touristy places, because they know they can charge more for less. And that's pretty much anywhere though, in my opinion. In Paris, that was the same. Here, I haven't really been to a ton of super expensive restaurants. Even like the expensive restaurants here are pretty reasonable compared to like LA and New York in the States. So bread here, okay, bread in Austria is very different from anywhere I've been really. I mean, France has great bread, but here bread is like a whole art form, I guess. I don't know. It's very nice. There's lots of different types of bread. There's like this circle bread. I will see if I can find a picture of it. I don't know. But there's like this circle bread and it's really good, and I eat it with breakfast. Oh yeah, breakfast is completely different here than in the States. Breakfast is usually like a bread or a pastry, and then you have cheese and you have jam and you have meats. We would call them like lunch meats, but they don't eat them like as lunch meats. They eat them with breakfast, and then you just put it all together in like maybe a sandwich. Lots of people eat tomatoes with it, or yeah, not so much like the States for sure, but some people eat tomatoes with it. I don't like tomatoes raw specifically, personally, so I don't eat them like that. But yeah, then compared to American breakfast, which is like, and when I say American, I mean United States. I know I have Canadian friends who say they're American, and I'm like confused, but I know it's also not geographically correct to say American, but you know what I mean when I say American. So yeah, American breakfast is like eggs, toast, bacon, pancakes, waffles. It's not like that here. So maybe if you're at a hotel, also Nutella is huge here. Nutella is huge. So if you're at a hotel, do not expect there to be all of the American breakfast things there. Maybe some do because they know like tourists like it and stuff, but not all of them. So, but it's really tasty. They have lots of different kinds of cheeses, and yeah. Another difference is the grocery stores, like the things that they have in the grocery stores. In San Diego, I found that there's a lot of diverse foods in the grocery stores, a lot of difference in things, a lot more things you can find in the States than you can find here. A lot of it's more simple. It's a lot more simplified. A big thing I've noticed is like they don't have chicken broth or beef broth. Like I was making enchiladas the other day for a house group thing, for a young adults thing, and I needed cream of chicken soup, and they didn't have any, and so I had to go get like powdered chicken soup, make the soup, and then make cream of chicken soup, which is not difficult, but it's just something different. They also don't have like really the same kind of brown sugar here, I guess. It's not as granulated, it's more like coarse. Yeah, cars are smaller, a lot smaller. When I first went to France, that was huge for me. I was like, everything's so tiny, it's so cute. But that's because like their streets here were not made for cars. They were made for horses and walking, and yeah, because it's a lot older than in the States. And in the States we have more space, so we have bigger cars, and that's just how it is. Frequently asked question is, do they drive on the left side of the road? The answer is no. That's only in the UK, Japan, Australia, some other Asian countries, I think, but they don't do that here. No, they drive on the right side of the road like us. And yeah, Vienna, Austrian people are a lot nicer when it comes to speaking English than French people, that I've noticed. People here, if you ask them, I say like, Entschuldigung, ich spreche kein Deutsch, something like that. It's like, I don't speak German. Sprechen Sie English, you know. Just, yeah. And people are usually, my experience is, if they speak English, they're usually excited to speak English. Or like yesterday, a guy at the shops said, "Oh, of course you speak English," because the guy in front of me also spoke English. I heard him, and he was like, "I love speaking English. I love practicing my English." So that's also something that's different from France, that people here are a lot nicer to speak English with you. I never had any problems in France personally with that, because I love French and I speak French, but I know that some Americans have had bad experiences with French people, and even like people abroad, like people from here have had bad experiences with French people. So, but I love French people. But yeah, so if you don't speak German, you can get around here, and people are nicer. Like any big city here, people don't really smile at you or look at you when you walk down the street, but that's normal for me, because in San Diego people aren't like that either. What else? I eat a lot more bread here than I do in the States, but I don't really gain any weight. Also, well, I haven't had a scale here, so I don't really know. But yeah, so what else? Yeah, I don't know. Now I'm on my way to pick up Andy, and I'm almost to his work. I'm just about to turn the corner to get to his work. So yeah, that was a day in Vienna with me, and thanks for being with me here, and hope you liked it, and I hope you have a great rest of your day and or night wherever you're watching this. And yeah, thank you. God bless, and goodbye. Babe.
Yeah.
How was it? The food?
It was amazing. It's like the best food ever. It's like Wiener sausage, and it's not the Wiener you're thinking about now. It's really called Wiener.
So what does it have inside?
Well, it's actually yours. You took mustard and ketchup. If I eat it, I just take mustard.
But the hot dog part, what's special about it?
Because the sausage is filled with cheese.
It's very good.
With a lot of hot cheese, and it's so good. Oh.